Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Absolutely Podcast, the podcast specifically designed to help women defeat diet culture and live their dream healthy lifestyle. Today, I am not really doing a ton fitness related, so sorry if that bothers you, or you can exit the podcast if you want. But I'm going to be doing more so of a life update. I will be updating on my cut, but I just feel like a lot has been going on in my life, and I made this podcast originally to educate on health and fitness, obviously, because that's my job. But I also wanted to share more about me and have you guys learn about who I am as a person, because when it comes to coaching and kind of the industry that I'm in, it's super important to resonate with your coach. And as much as someone can like look a certain way and you're like, yes, I want those rock hard abs like that coach has, it really comes down to like personality and style and stuff. So I want to get you all on a personal level with me so you kind of understand like who is Abbie? Like what is going on in my life? And my clients get a little bit of this on their weekly check-ins and I'll share little blurbs here and there. But I think when it comes to social media, it can be easy to just kind of make conclusions about like what a person is like or what they do or what they've been through. And, unless you really are in my shoes or see like what I do day to day, like my life might surprise a lot of people. And I know at least for me, I really enjoy learning more about like what's behind the business, what's behind the Instagram posts and the transformations, because I mean, I have a life too. And I think that sometimes I get really caught up in coaching and business and stuff that I will forget to share just like life things and what Abbie is like as a person. And I definitely feel like I got lost in that a lot over the past couple of years of just being so business and go, go, go. 3 years ago, I started my business around this month. So we're coming up on the 3 year anniversary, and it has been seriously one of the most life-changing experiences. I growing up knew I was going to start my own business. I just didn't know what that was going to look like, what it would be. And if you would have told me, "Hey Abby, like you're going to have a fitness business," I would have said, "You're freaking crazy. I haven't worked out in 3 weeks." But here we go. Here we are today. And, now that I've had this business for a few years, I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations and have learned so much. Like, just as I think like, oh yeah, I've like learned kind of everything about the fitness industry and the fitness business, another curveball gets thrown my way, and that is just business. And I'm not sure, where it's going to take me throughout the next 5, 10 years, whatever, but I'm really loving it still now. And it has had its ebbs and flows. Selling fitness is not easy. You can't drive a body off of a lot. You actually have to, sell the vision and what the greater purpose is. And I think that more than ever, I'm happy that I named my business Purpose Athletics, because it can be easy to get caught up in, just trying to survive and make this my job and stuff. But at the end of the day, like this is my purpose. Like I was given a lot of trials when it came to my own health and fitness for helping people. And I think that there's a lot of creating like the mess your message, and that is something I 1000% relate to. And I think from like a biblical standpoint, from a God standpoint, like God gave me these trials, and I just remember like struggling so bad with my relationship with food for the better part of my life, and thinking it was just something I was always going to struggle with. And even just now thinking like I don't struggle with that anymore, like literally like brings tears to my eyes. And it brings tears to my eyes even more to know that I can help people with that. And even though that time in my life was so hard and I was like fearing food and it was just really dark and awful, now being able to help people makes it all worth it. So, anyways, that was just an intro that turned into a whole life story. But I'm just really proud of my business right now. And we've gone through a couple of transitions. Before I get too far into things, I did want to make an announcement. I know it kind of shifting gears here, but I did just launch a bikini body boot camp. And I have never done something like this in my business. And it kind of that kind of ties in here because I'm excited again about making projects and doing new things and dabbling in new stuff. I got very like robotic, I think, with some things. So I'm really excited to kind of get a little bit more creative because that's why I started this. I love being creative. I love marketing. It's literally my favorite thing on this earth. So I started this bikini body boot camp. It is going to start on May 6th. So still have a couple of weeks to go, but I just decided like, hey, I want to offer the most value for the lowest price. So I'm going to give out workouts for that, customized nutrition plan. You'll get one check-in with me with the option to upgrade to VIP where you get weekly check-ins, community, bunch of different things just to specifically, this is specifically designed for the woman that wants to lose 5 to 10 pounds, feel more confident before summer, rock that bikini, look hot in those shorts, take those photos and post on Instagram. And honestly, just like feel better in their own skin before summer. So I created that. It's just going to be $79 for the early bird pricing, and then it will increase. So I will put the link to sign up if that's something that you want to do. But enough promotion. I think that it's going to be awesome though. And I'm really excited to dabble in this and, kind of to go back to like the business part of things and, why I'm kind of more excited about things. Not that I wasn't before, but I think it's normal to go through ebbs and flows with business where you're like really inspired and really excited. And then sometimes feeling a little bit like, what the heck am I doing? I think with entrepreneurship, that is something that you don't think is going to happen to you. And it 1000% does. I mean, I've been in this for 3 years now, and I definitely have had its valleys and peaks as well. I am now the only coach here at Purpose Athletics. As we all know, I had an assistant coach that was absolutely amazing, and we parted ways very amicably. No, no drama there. But I'm now kind of stepping more so into like that sole coach position. I still do have another team member that helps me out with social media and DMing and stuff. But for now, it's just me. And I've been just loving stepping back and kind of getting back into more client work and just being in the trenches with my clients. I love each and every one of my ladies. And one thing that when I'm on a sales call with women is I want to make sure that it's 1000% a good fit. Like I am never going to sell someone a program that I don't genuinely want to help. Like when I leave a sales call, I want to leave the sales call. I shouldn't even call it sales call, like consultation call. When I leave a consultation call, I want to leave with a smile on my face that I am so excited to work with this person and that I know we are going to click and be that amazing coach client relationship. So many businesses and stuff, and I'm not trying to like drag other coaches, like we'll just sell people to sell people. And that's not cool. And I don't want to coach someone that I don't really click with and know that I 1000% can help. So I feel like now that I'm coaching people, I am able to now have these conversations and consultation calls that I know like I can 1000% help them. Not that I didn't before. Like I know, Cassie was great at helping the women and did an amazing job. But now it's like I'm taking these people on, and it's a little bit of a different vibe, when it comes to selling when it's your clients you're all taking. I was predominantly not taking clients for a better part of a year. So now taking all the clients, it's really exciting and empowering to have that message go out and then them also to be coached by me. So it's been really fun, and I've been really enjoying having a smaller roster and just getting back into it. And that's kind of like my plan moving forward with Purpose Athletics, is to have still my bread and butter is like that one-on-one, really customized approach and giving each client the utmost attention and keeping my roster small to be able to do that. I really only have like one spot, to be honest. I took a few people and then I was like, okay, probably should slow my roll on that. But I love helping women and doing it in a very personal way. If you have too many people, it's really hard to get super personalized and details just are going to slip. So I've been loving that. And also too, just like taking a little bit of like a creative direction with things that maybe are a little bit outside of the box that I haven't done yet. So that's why I launched the Bikini Body Boot Camp, because I'm like, why not launch something, see how it goes? If it crashes and burns, okay, whatever. That's business. Like not everything's going to be a hit. But I'm just excited to get more creative with things and to come up with offers and solutions to women that, maybe can't afford one-on-one or aren't, don't need that much, support or whatever. So I want to have something for everyone. But I don't know. I'm just really excited about Purpose Athletics and the future of it. So enough about business. I want to talk about fun stuff. So let's talk about what I have been up to lately. So I have definitely been spending more time focusing on like hobbies, relationships, and that has been such a nice change of pace for me. Like I was saying before, I was so business focused for 3 years. I went through like a pretty rough phase, like year 1 and 2 of my business, where literally if I didn't work, I felt so guilty. I have overcome that since, which is really great. And part of that was just being okay with, not working 24/7. But I literally at one point was working so much, I was like, I'm never going to have time for a relationship. I'm never going to have time for anything. And I have to work 24/7. And I feel like that relationship with work has gotten a lot better. I think in general, I'm just a very like all in person. And that was something that I struggled with on my fitness journey as well. So no wonder I struggled with that mindset with my business, but I kind of took the same approach of like 80/20. You don't need to be working all the time. Yes, you work for yourself. Yes, it is more stressful to be an entrepreneur, but it's not something that you should let take over your entire life. And my bigger picture with my business is I want to be able to like have flexibility too. I don't really have any desire at this point to scale to 100 teammates or anything like that. Like I feel really great with where I'm at, having a smaller business, smaller team, and a little more control, a little bit more flexibility. So I have been spending more time with my hobbies. I have been golfing, which I'll talk about here in a second. But that has been fun, and me and my boyfriend have been spending a lot of time together as well. We both like golfing, so that is fun. I just some backstory. I've been golfing on and off for like 6 years now, kind of a while. I even went to like golf camp when I was little. My mom would force me to go to golf camp, and I remember being so mad at her because I wanted to be at the pool having ice cream with my sisters, but I had to go to golf camp and stand in 100-degree heat in the middle of summer. And I was like, Mom, come on, like let me take one summer off of golf camp. And she didn't let me. And she actually told me, one day you will be happy that I sent you to golf camp. So I guess now that day has come. So that's good at least. But I have been golfing a lot. So honestly, like golf is like the funniest sport in my opinion. Like there's just so much golf lore out there. I've been practicing so much, and when people ask me like, "Oh, you've been practicing a lot. You must be pretty good." By good, I mean I haven't broke 100, but I did shoot a 100, which apparently not that many people have done. I could be totally wrong, and I didn't even know that 100 was good. Like I was actually embarrassed. My boyfriend asked me like, "What did you shoot today?" And I just didn't even want to tell him. I was like, 100, and he's like, "That's actually really good." So maybe he was just being nice and a supportive boyfriend, but um yeah, I've been practicing a lot. I had a lesson today actually. That's part of my situation and trying to get more into hobbies is, taking some time off even during the week, not a ton of time, but maybe like an hour for like a lunch break to go do a golf lesson or go hit some balls or something. It's a really great way to move my body as well. We love movement that's outside of the box. But gosh, golf is just such a funny sport because it's such a man sport. If you're a girl who golfs, who's like single, this is the perfect space to find men. Even if you don't golf, just go to the driving range. It's so entertaining. Sometimes I'll just go to the driving range and just listen to men's conversations, and it's so funny. Like I could literally write a book about the funny things that men do on the golf course. The ratio is fantastic. It's like one girl to 30 men. It's honestly kind of spooky, I will say. I always like hope and pray when I get matched with people. I'm like, please let it be a girl. And it never is. And usually they aren't creepy. I do have a funny story. We went golfing, and me and my mom went golfing. I got paired with these two guys. And luckily this isn't a story that he was creepy to me, but my mom like bent over to get a ball out of the water because she hit her ball into the water. She's a really great golfer. Just this shot was a little bit scary. So Jackie, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry for exposing you. But he goes, "Can you bend over again?" Like he's just was so creepy. I'm like, thank God he didn't say that to me because I think I would have pushed him actually into the lake. But yeah, it can be a little bit of hit or miss. It's definitely Russian roulette when it comes to getting paired. I try not to go alone because I literally for that reason, and I don't want to be placed with spooky men. But if I'm not doing anything on a weekend day and I want to go practice and like really get out of my head, like that's one thing I love about golf is that I'm not on my phone. I'm not thinking about work. I'm literally just thinking about next shot. And I love it for that aspect. It really, really does clear my head. And it's something that really gets me out of like thinking about work and just life in general. But anyways, I try to go with my boyfriend or my mom. But if both of them are unavailable, then I will just book a random tea time. And so I've been doing this. I had to do this last weekend because my boyfriend was he was working for during the Masters, and I got paired up with a whole bachelor party. So that was fun. My cartmate ended up being really nice, and he actually wasn't part of the bachelor party, and he was really chill. So that was okay, but it's always a little bit spooky when you get paired up with a bunch of men. But the great part is if you're a girl and you have like somewhat of a skill with golf, you usually can outplay all the men anyways. So that's the best thing about it. But there's nothing like hitting a good shot and just having fun on the course and learning all of the golf lingo. I am queen of the golf puns and the golf lingo right now. But that is kind of my golfing journey right now. I'm 1000% on golf TikTok. That's all coming up for me on my TikTok algorithm right now. So you can see where my brain's at. I was watching the Masters. I bought a little putt thing to putt in my apartment. So who am I? I do not know. Speaking of who am I am going to Stagecoach this next weekend, which I'm really excited about. And up until about like 3 years ago, I started to kind of dabble in country music. And literally one day, I decided in my brain, I was like, I actually love country music. And I started choosing to listen to country music probably like a year and a half ago. Before that, I was like, okay, I was pretty like mild and neutral about country. Like, just for some context, my little sister Gracie, she literally has a boombox thing that's labeled no country. So anyway, she just hated country. So I had to kind of like do like be a closet country listener. And I started listening to it a lot and actually like love country now and have for like the past like year and a half or so. But it's just funny that I decided that I like country now. And I remember thinking like there has to be a reason that I like country music. And I vividly remember having that thought of like, this must be some like spiritual intervention. Like, why am I suddenly liking country music literally out of nowhere? Like, I will choose to put on country music over anything right now at this point. Like, I love it so much. Apparently just like having a change of heart with other things. There we go. But I'm going to Stagecoach this weekend and I'm very, very, very excited. I am really excited for the music. I'm also maybe equally or more excited about the outfits. I love fashion for festivals. I went to Coachella in 2019 and my outfits, I live for that. I love putting on a cute outfit. That is like my favorite thing ever. So I'm very excited for that. I'm trying to pick out my outfits for this weekend or this next weekend, and I think we're dialed in. I have like a theme for each day, so you'll have to look at my Instagram to see what I wear for each day. But we're going full Western. I bought some cowboy boots, and here's my boot. I have a boot fiasco for you guys. I'm terrified that my feet are going to actually fall off at Stagecoach because my boots are not broken in yet. At least I don't think that they are. I bought these Jeffrey Campbell boots that were pretty expensive. All the reviews were like phenomenal. Wore these to Stagecoach, loved the boots, whatever. And so I put them on my feet and my toe or my heel was like coming out of the boot. And I'm like, this is a little bit like weird. So I decided to order a smaller size. So I put on the smaller size and they were way too small on my toes. So I'm like, this can't be right. Like I ordered my true to size. And that's what everyone said to do. So I'm like, what's going on? I Google it. Google says that when you have dainty ankles, your cowboy boots don't fit. So I'm like, saying I have dainty ankles. Thank you so much, Google. So apparently I just needed to get a little like heel thing to put at the back of my boots and I'm going to be fine. But anyways, I got those, put those on there and they fit flawlessly. Love them, slay. But this is how I'm breaking in my boots. You guys are going to laugh so hard. I have been putting my boots on and then walking on my walking pad. So I'll be in like a full workout outfit and then have my boots on, walking on my walking pad. And it's definitely funny. So anyways, that's how I'm breaking my boots on or breaking my boots in. And if you're someone across the street watching me, mind your business because I am just trying to break in my boots for Stagecoach. Okay. And we're going to see. I am still trying to figure out my day 3 outfit because I bought this skirt and it's very cute, but she may or may not be see-through. I tried it on last night for my boyfriend. He was like, yeah, that's literally completely see-through. So that was humbling. I need to figure out how to make that outfit come together, but we're pretty much ready to go. I am very excited to get my boots on, listen to some country music. It's going to be so much fun, and I literally can't wait. And I'm so happy. I love country music. That is something that it shows growth. Like I love it so much, and I feel like in Utah people just didn't listen to it, and I think that I was just a person that thought I hated country music, but I actually just hadn't gotten into it and like actually listened to people. I think that growing up in Utah, you listen to like a lot of rap and stuff, which sounds weird because it's like we're in Utah. But I just wasn't exposed to it at all. And once I actually started like listening and wasn't just like turned off to the thought, I think when you're just a person in general, I think sometimes you associate yourself with not liking something, but you have just never tried it. It's like when people say I don't like fish, but I've never tried it before. I'm like, how do you know that you don't like sushi if you haven't tried it before? And I just don't think I tried it before. So anyways, I'm really happy that I'm in my country era right now. I'm in my golf era. We're in a lot of good eras right now, and I'm happy about it. So very excited for that this next weekend. Last thing wanted to chat about is my cut update. So I was in a plateau for a long time. I can check my phone and see, but gosh, we were in a plateau. We were plateauing hard for a while, and it was very frustrating because I had been putting in all this work, not seeing results, and I was wondering what the heck was going on. But I was reminded by myself that my body does this thing where right after my period, I will get a low weigh-in, and literally like clockwork, low weigh-in the day after my period. So crisis averted. We're totally fine, but it's just such a good reminder for me and, my clients in general is like, hey, I still struggle with the scale sometimes. And especially when it's not going down and I know I'm doing the right things, I'm like, what the heck is going on? What can I change? And sometimes it's nothing that you need to change. You just need to ride it out. And everyone's body is so different when it comes to losing body fat. Like some people just have a steady trend down and that's how their body responds. Some people though respond more so in like the whoosh effect, which is me. I don't know where I heard this word whoosh effect, but it has stuck with me throughout my entire fitness journey, where you won't see a lot of fat loss for like maybe like 1 week, 2 weeks, and then it'll all come off at once. So that is what I experienced. So it's very frustrating and it makes me seem like I'm not literally making any progress, but then that happens. I'm like, okay, cool. And the scale isn't everything. Like I have definitely been feeling leaner, definitely been seeing more lines. I saw a video of myself, again, bring it, not to make this all about golf, but looking at my training video from my golf lesson, I could see more lines on my legs. I was like, slay. But anyways, yeah, my cut is going good. I'm not going to make any changes to anything. I am going to Stagecoach next week on Thursday and then coming back on, I think, Monday. So I'm going to be kind of off and we're more so maintaining. I honestly might be in a deficit, man. If I'm dancing like I think I'm going to be dancing, we might be in a deficit still, but we're going to see, ladies and gents, on how that goes. But I'm still planning on doing the cut for 8 weeks. I am not going to count though next week just because I am going to Stagecoach. I'm going to try my best to eat mindfully and eat in a deficit, but that might not happen. So I'm not going to put myself in any pressure or anything to be perfect on that. And then I am going to Mexico at the end of the month for my boyfriend's mom's birthday. So that will be super fun, but also not planning on tracking that week as well. So I am going to add on 2 additional weeks afterwards. So in total, I'll be in a deficit for 8 weeks, and then we are going to reverse diet from there. So that is the game plan, hoping to lose another 4 maybe pounds. I know that I'm in a position with my body fat and my body in general where I don't need to lose a ton of body fat. So it is harder to lose. So I'm expecting more so in that half a pound range. But so far, I started at 151 and my low weigh-in was at 147.4. So we're around like 4.5 pounds down. So that's cool. Is that math? I'm like, is that the right math I just did? I think it's like 3 to 4 pounds down. Anyways, neither here nor there. Doesn't matter. We're making progress, and for being almost 4 weeks now into the deficit, being 4 pounds down is exactly what I was expecting. So thumbs up from me on that. But that was kind of my whole life update for right now. I mean, we're living life, we're having fun. I love these episodes. And if you like these episodes too, make sure to DM me, because I sometimes just think I'm talking to myself and no one is listening. And if no one's listening, that's okay. I think it was like a great therapy session for me in general. But if you want me to do more of these life updates, please let me know. But I felt like it was in order, and I honestly just didn't really want to talk about fitness today, if I'm going to be totally real with you. So we didn't do that. But if you want to sign up for the Bikini Body Bootcamp, make sure to do that. Earlier bird pricing will end on April 26th. So I want to make sure you get into that. But looking forward to chatting with you all next week. Bye.